All right, so Niles, what's your bet of the week for the podium?
Panthers at Falcons, man. It's an NFC South end of the year battle. I'm taking the Falcons by 7. I think they have more of a sense of urgency this week. They have to win, and also they need some other people to lose. So that's the thing. You can't really control that. You got to take care of business at home and win the game, and then worry about those other teams later. But I think they have way more sense of urgency of this game. The Panthers, I'm pretty sure even if they lose this game, they're still in the playoffs. So it's just kind of like I feel like on a pride thing, yeah, you want to beat that NFC South team and keep them out of the playoffs. But I see the Falcons playing a lot harder. I think Matt Ryan will be zeroed in, and I see their defense playing well this weekend. So I got the Falcons by 7.
Well, let me pose this question to you. And the Falcons are favored by 4 points. They're going to have to win by at least 5. If you're the Panthers, you're basically in this game, you have control of who is going to be that 6th seed, whether it's going to be the Panthers or the Seahawks. If you're the Panthers, who would you rather be in the playoffs, first of all?
The Falcons.
Do you think the Falcons too?
Yeah. I wouldn't want Seattle to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I would be afraid of Seattle too. They've already done it. They've won it, and Russell
No,
Wilson.
I wouldn't want to see the Seahawks in the playoffs.
Yeah, so if I'm the Panthers, I would purposefully not lay down, but I would play my second stringers, all of them, and I would just let Atlanta win this one because I totally agree with you. I would much rather see Atlanta in the playoffs than Seattle. Here's what you can do if you're the Panthers. If you give up this game, you guarantee the fact that the Seattle Seahawks do not make the playoffs.
Wow.
And that might be a bigger win for them than winning today and beating the Falcons. Winning might be a big loss for them down the road because the NFC is so wide open.
Yes, it is.
And
it's like 4 different teams.
If you let in Russell Wilson, he might be the best quarterback in the whole NFC playoffs.
Yeah.
And so if I'm the Panthers, I purposely lose this game to the Falcons. I do not even come close to covering. It's a walk. And then the Falcons have false confidence going into the playoffs, and then hopefully you beat the shit out of them. But if I'm the Panthers, the biggest mistake you can make is winning this game and giving Russell Wilson a chance. Because if that happens, that is the team that's going to be favored to win the whole NFC.
Yeah, that's good. I never thought about that. That's a really good point.
So I'm going to pick the Panthers.
If that can help and hurt you by like you said, playing your second stringers and just letting the Falcons win that game. Let's say that and they win and you're not playing in the playoffs. The Falcons have seen the Panthers before.
True.
And all it takes is one and done once you get to the playoffs. All it takes is one game of Julio going off and you're out of the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation for the Panthers. They have nothing to gain, whether they win or they lose. It really doesn't matter. You just once you get to that first game, you take care of business.
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then there can only be negative outcomes from this game, and the most negative outcome would be an injury. So I think it's paramount that they play their second stringers.
Right.
And in the end, you're saying, you're damned if you do, you're damned if they don't. I'd much rather face the guy who blew a 28-3 lead versus Russell Wilson, who pulls touchdowns out of his ass. Like, I don't want to face Russell Wilson in the playoffs, especially because he is the best fourth quarter quarterback this year. Yeah. So he's been the most clutch week after week. You don't want to give the most clutch person of this year a chance in the playoffs.
That's a great point.
But yeah, so I think we're all pretty much in agreement.